Olivia. I never thought I'd meet the girl that would make me feel content with picking a cheerleading event or DIY home project over a chance to fish and drink beer with the guys all day offshore. But you are that girl, and the reason why we're all here today. I knew after the first date that we went on, you were something very special, and the girl that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. You are everything I ever wanted in a soulmate and more. Today I give you my heart, I give you my life, and I promise to take care of you forever. You're my best friend, and I'll always do my very best to be the amazing husband you deserve, and the one day father to our children. I can't wait to see us grow in life. I don't know what I did to deserve you, but I am blessed and forever grateful. Olivia, Aaron, Rosace, you are my person. I can't wait to do life with you. I love you.
James, I can't believe our day is finally here. I truly never thought I would be here today, marrying not only the love of my life, but the person who has become my absolute best friend. These past 3.5 years have undoubtedly been the happiest years in my life. I truly feel as though insignificant moments simply no longer exist, because since I've met you, every day has been the best day of my life. You are my partner, my lover, my best friend, my safe place. Thank you for embracing all of the parts of me that make me me, because I know it's not always easy. I promise to continue loving you fiercely, to continue improving myself to be the best wife to you and mother to our future children as I can be. I promise to put us first and to always have your back and to never ever give up on our love, even on the harder days. You are my perfect person, the absolute best catch of my life, and I'm the luckiest girl in the world to get to call myself Mrs. Fleenor.
Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect Olivia, forsaking all others, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, forevermore?
I do.
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. James Fleenor.
Can we do a group hug? Yeah. Honors.
Mr. and Mrs. Fleenor! Dance together for the very first time as husband and wife.
Liv invited like 600 people to our wedding. I've never spoken in front of this many people before. And also Liv usually gives the speeches. She did a toast for me and my husband about every event that we had. So I have big shoes to fill here. All right. Me and Liv have been best friends since 9th grade. I'll always remember the first time I met Liv was at cheerleading. And she showed up in her red Sophie shorts and a big bump in her hair and a big red bow. And I was like, wow, this girl's really into cheerleading. And then she dressed like that to school every day. And I realized it was just kind of her vibe. So it was an unexpected friendship for sure. 1 year in high school, we had a senior dress-up day to dress like your idol. So most people went as historic figures, celebrities, athletes, etc. But me and Liv dressed like each other. So I had a huge cheer bow in my hair.
And I looked hip.
And you looked hip. Me and Liv were together for a lot of our firsts. First time she drank alcohol, first time she got a tattoo, first time she got grounded, first time she sneaking out, and I was as a result the first time she got grounded. So I think it's safe to say Pete and Nikki considered me the bad influence. Pete and Nikki like to say that they're equally as strict on all their kids, but Liv being the oldest, I definitely don't think that's true. Me and Liv said we were sleeping at each other's house one night. Also, this is Pete and Nikki's favorite story to tell when we're all together. We were telling it last night. We said we were sleeping at each other's house, but we were really going to a party in Daytona, and Pete didn't believe that we were sleeping at each other's houses, so he decided to do a drive-by and caught us in our lie. So Liv didn't make it to Daytona, and she was grounded for her entire senior year of high school. Meanwhile, last month, I was shotgunning beers with Mia in Nashville. And she was crushing me at it. So, safe to say they eased up on their kids throughout the years. So James, you're getting in the family at a good time. That being said, they are the most fun and welcoming family to join. The first continued as me and Liv got coffee together before our first college classes, which sadly ended up being our first and last full year together at FSU, and started the remaining years of us living in different cities. But Liv's one of those friends who you could go months without seeing each other, and the second you get together, it's like nothing has changed. I'm sure most of you feel the same way, because Liv is a best friend to absolutely everyone. I always tried to imagine who Liv would end up with in life. Liv's the most amazing person in my eyes, but I knew it would take a certain person to be a truly good match for Liv. And that's James. James loves Liv the way that I do, and I think that all of you do. He loves her for who she is and all of her many quirks. I know it in the way he videotapes all the weird things Liv does and posts it for the world to see. And I know it in the way that he looks at you, like he's so proud that you're his. Liv has a long story short that she always tells when she knew that me and my husband were the one for each other. And I have a similar story for James, but I promise I'll keep it actually short. Multiple times now, James has brought us a bunch of us girls offshore fishing. When we weren't puking over the boat from seasickness, we were taking Jello shots for one of our few catches that day. And we definitely weren't helping as much as we should. But he did all the work and he never lost his patience with us, and patience is a huge part of marriage. I don't think. Liv, you've been such an amazing friend to me and everyone in your life. You do anything for anyone. You're my favorite partner on the dance floor, the first person I call when I need to talk, and I know I'm not getting rid of you anytime soon. I would still pick you as my idol any day. So excited for you both today, and I can't wait to see what the future brings for you two. Let's have a toast for the Fleenor.
Here it is.
One more time for Morgan, everybody.
Hi everyone, my name is Morgan Levine. So I met Olivia in college. We were random roommates at Florida State. And yes, thank you, Seminoles, we love them. Nikki and Pete like to tell everybody how, and Olivia too, how when they found out Olivia and I were going to be roommates, they looked me up on social media. And I was wearing a bikini and smoking a cigarette in my profile picture. And they said to themselves, wow, our daughter is going to be roommates with a chonga from Miami. Now, my family did the exact same thing, except we looked up Olivia. And my mom said, wow, this nice, sweet cheerleader does not know what you're getting yourself into. And Olivia and I have been best friends since then. We have not much in common at all. And really almost nothing in common. She drives a big black pickup truck. I have a little white Tesla. She was raised in a nice Catholic Italian family. I'm Jewish, you know. So one day, Olivia tells me she wants to know if I have a sweater, an ugly Christmas sweater, to bring to an ugly Christmas sweater party. Obviously, no, I don't. I'm Jewish. So we go to the Walmart, which I actually had never been to until Olivia took me in college. And we go there and we find this sweater that you can fit 2 people's heads inside of. And we said, this is the sweater we're gonna wear, but it's $36, so we're gonna leave the tag on it and we're gonna bring it back after the party. And so while we're at this party, everyone loved their sweater. They all wanted to try it on, it was very nice. And I'm sure everyone has heard about this sweater because, I mean, we heard about it last night, we see it on their wedding website, and I'm sure you've seen it on social media as well. Anyways, these 2 guys come up to us and say, hey, can we borrow your sweater? We promise we'll give it back to you. Well, we want to wear it to the next party, and we will get together. Well, we never got the sweater back. And you can imagine my surprise when about 2 years later, I see a picture on social media of Olivia in the sweater with James. Can you believe the 30 days to return the sweater had passed so long ago? So I was initially very upset about this, you know? It's true, but you can't see that. That's it, you know? But that's not PC today. Okay. Anyways. Olivia and I talk every morning on the phone on the way to work. James says we don't talk, we yell. Which is true. And I will say as about James, that the day I knew how much I loved James for Olivia and also as my own friend is when we hang up, Olivia and I hang up the phone one day. I said, okay, Olivia, I'll talk to you later. I love you, bye. And she said, okay, bye, and hangs up the phone. We had already talked yelled for an hour. And she then calls me back 1 second later, and I said, oh, brother, what now? Are we going to talk about for another hour? And she said, James told me I have to call you back and tell you I love you too because you said love you, bye, and I didn't say it back. And I thought that's a really nice thing, you know? And it was the first time I ever heard Olivia tell me she loved me. Couple. You guys are incredible people individually and together, and I adore you, and I adore your families, and I am so grateful to have you in my life, and that is all for now.
It's a big deal for me to be James's best man. We've known each other, I really don't even know how long, but it goes back and back. In middle school, he was kind of shallow and a bully, and I'm glad that he's grown up to be the good-looking groom that he is now, because he looked like Chris Griffin back in the day from Family Guy. And if he hadn't changed, woke me up, I don't know, a week ago or something, like 3:30 in the morning, and I got to thinking, like, how can I relay how well I know James, or how much time I've spent with him? And I got to thinking about it, and so we've been fishing together, and we've been best friends for longer now, but we've been fishing together for 16 years, and if you figure for 20 trips a year, at an average of 110 miles each trip, it's like 35,000 miles. And the Earth's circumference is 24,901 miles. So we've gone around the Earth 1.5 times. It was like 4 o'clock and Lauren saw me like punching on my calculator. She's like, it's good for you. It's gonna make sense, trust me. But that's how much time I've spent with him. And I like to think that I'm level-headed. I might be wrong. There's probably some of you out there that disagree. But if I ever have like a confrontation, whether it be work or family or whatever, I call him. And I say, hey man, am I wrong here? Or am I right? And he'll shoot it to me straight. And he's the most level-headed, best person I've ever met. And I'm glad that he's happy. I'm glad that he met Liv, because the engagement was on my boat, and I cried like a little bitch. I was standing behind the wheel acting like I wasn't. And it wasn't the exact song, but Liv was up in the bow and I don't know what George Strait song he wanted to do. But Liv was up in the bow and she's like, oh my God, I love this song. And James goes, all right, well, I guess it's game time. And he finished his beer, and he looks at me, and he takes off to the bow, and I was like, oh, here we go. And it was us three, Jason Karn, Holly, and Lauren. And he went up in the bow, and he got on a knee with that one George Strait song. July, whatever. And I was crying like a little baby with my sunglasses on. So I was there for that, and I'm more than happy to be here now. And I hope nothing for you guys but the best for ever and ever and ever. I'll always be in your corner. To me, you can't ever do wrong. Probably you either. Because you're a very level-headed person too, and if y'all ever got into it and I had to make the decision, Ruddy. But I want to propose a toast to you guys, the new Fleenors, James and Liv. For infinite health, happiness, and everything that goes with it. And my man Dale Howell out there, Dale, tell us. What time is it, Dale? Let's go.
Celebrate Liv and James on this beautiful day. We would also like to give a special thanks to Kim and her entire family for welcoming Liv and our entire family into theirs. I'd also like to thank my good friend Kenny Mullen for providing this wonderful venue. Good job! This wasn't in my speech, but Cal and Amanda, because I last minute they sang during the cocktail hour, and I thought they were awesome.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to say something about the bride and grooms, many achievements in a short time since they fell in love, but Nick warned me not to go over 2 minutes. So this is what I thought. So if you all want to listen to some colorful stories about a little boy that used to hang out at the fishing docks in Ponce Inlet with his fishing pole and tackle box, waiting and hoping for someone to come along and teach him how to fish, you will have to ask Bob Lady. He can tell a story much better than me. And then there's our daughter Liv. So I really was struggling with how I could possibly keep this one short. But as fate would have it, Mia, Nick, and I, we were at the dinner the other day, and a few of Liv's friends and their dogs and a puppy were sitting on both sides of us. A friend of ours, Crystal, asked Mia if she could get her cell phone number to puppy sit. But because the puppy was doing what puppies do, Crystal said she couldn't get to her phone, and she said, "Oh, that's okay, I can get it from Olivia, I have her number." And Andrea, one of her bridesmaids said, or blurted out laughing, and says, "Of course you do, who doesn't have Liv's number?" And I thought that's Olivia in a nutshell. She truly has never met a stranger. All right, I'm gonna make this quick.
Take your time. Shake your
What's that, Nick? Okay.
You're doing good.
All right, so there's one more thing before we toast a special couple. Liv, Nick, and our wonderful cousin Kelly, she's a wedding planner here for us, so. Yeah, they were preparing for this for over a year. So it's 3-4 months ago. You know, there's Amazon packages coming daily, more than usual. So I asked Nick, what is all this stuff? And she said, "Oh, it's for the wedding." So I called Kelly and I said, "Look, I'm getting a little concerned. This thing is in 8 months, and I mean, can we have a budget?" And she said, "Well, what is it?" And I said, "I don't know." And so long story short, they set a budget. And then, so my buddy Eddie, he says to me, just like this, he said, "You better put that shit on a spreadsheet because everything adds up." And I asked him, I said, "What's a spreadsheet?" So Liv made the spreadsheet. And so for the next several months, a bunch of my buddies, they busted me every day, you know, because they just threw a wedding. And they were about the spreadsheet and the budget. So my friend Jack, just this past week, he said, "How's it going with the wedding?" And I told him, "Great." So Tuesday, he calls me and he said, "I haven't said anything to you, but I just want you to know, there's 2 spreadsheets. The real one and the one they showed you." So with that being said, let's raise our glasses and help me congratulate Olivia and James with a lifetime of health and happiness. So let's get this party started because Kenny said, we're not leaving until everything's gone.
Make some noise one more time for the following guy, please.
You guys are with the bride.
These are my work peeps.
Yay, do you have anything to say?
She's from Minnesota. No. She's from Minnesota, Pennsylvania, and North Carolina.